Live and Breathe Horses, and today we're going to have a wee update on Umo's story and see where he's at, which is probably not that much further forward than he was at the last time. So what we're mainly working on is changing eyes, because he has a real thing about having things he's suspicious of on his left side and going through that blind spot and changing from one side to the other. So I thought as our ultimate goal may be to get on, which of course we can get on from the right side, but normally we would do that on the left side. And because of what he went through before with that, he's very defensive on the left side. So I thought, why am I going to even think about getting on while that's still such an issue for him? And it's also a really fascinating project to work on. So that is one thing we're working on, is the changing eyes. And the other thing is just to basically go around at the end of the rope. So in a position of lunging, but not round and round in a circle, or it could be round in a circle, but making straight lines all over the place, which again, from the left side, depending on the weather and the day, can be quite challenging for him. So let's have a look at that and see where we're at today. What's that lovely squidgy nose? Okay, so we're going to start off on the easy side, which is the right. And Uma's having a lovely release already, which at one point, that was all we were looking for. So he kind of made his own decision to go there, which is okay, because it's what I was going to ask. So if the horse offers something we were going to ask for anyway, I'll just take that. I'm not going to say, hey, I didn't say go yet, but I probably will stop and ask him to stop, and then start off again on a more obvious cue. I got distracted talking about that, that's what happened. So that's good you're having release. So I'll just pause while he's having that lovely release, but it's not a cue to end the session anymore, as we haven't even started. Me busy talking into the camera, into the microphone, and missed the moment again. That's fine, so we'll just repeat that again. Nice breath. Come round the side. And he's off again. So let's just do another halt. Good boy, Umo. Good boy. There we go. So maybe he's reading my mind. Right, I'm just going to go with it. And if there is a thing with not wanting to stand, we will look at that at the end rather than insist on it right now. So this is his easier side that he would rather have me on. And if he looks in, that's fine. That's good. If he decides to look me up, I can either on that moment ask him to keep going or say, okay, let's stop. And see if he'd rather stand still now for a moment. And of course on that moment I'm expecting him to stand still. It's important that I am giving a still, calm place where he would like to be, and he's clear about his place to be calm and still in. So there he's a bit more relaxed. So I'm going to go to the side and see this time if I can actually give a signal to go off. And there we go. So we're going to do a change of eye. So he's got me on the other side, or change of direction. And before I do that, I'm just going to do a couple of move the hindquarters over as a preparation. So I will bend him in towards me. First get attention from that ear, a little bit of bend, walk in, and a little tap, tap, and then open my circle up again. Good boy, and he's nice and relaxed with that today, that's a good sign. And again, and you should be able to do this just with the feel of the weight of the rope, without actually having to put any pressure in there. And we'll just do one of them again, even if we just get a couple of steps over, in time with the feet, and open back onto our circle. And then in between, while he's going, how I want him to go, that I can just relax, go with him, take the pressure off. So this time I'm going to go in and do hindquarters. What was that? I missed that behind my back there. Change onto the other side. So now he's less likely to like me to be on this side. Let's just have a couple of circles. Okay, there we go. Let's go in and there we go. That was me being a bit vague there. There we go. I'm also being quite aware where the camera is, so I'm a bit vague because I'm trying to do things where it's easy to see what's going on. So here we go. Step over, step over, step over, and back out on our circle. There we go. Good boy, Umo. And we can do that again. So a little bit bend, little light vibration in the rope, little bend to the inside, rope up here. I'm looking through there where I want to go. Step over, and go back on the circle. Good boy. So this time we're going to do the same, step over, but we're going to do then front quarters over. So we're going the other way. Good boy. And now he's quite happy with that both sides. We can just repeat that a few times. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. So hindquarters and then front quarters should go out and away from me. There we go. Just feeling the feet on the ground, stilling the mind, coming back to calmness in between. And then we'll do that another change. So hindquarters and front quarters. That's it. The whole horse gives and his body should be concave around me. Good boy. Good boy. And we'll try that again. So he's changing and I can move in and he moves out of my space. There we go. That's a nice little letting out the butterflies. So if I just stop and let him choose which side, that says a lot that he's chosen to keep me on the left side there, because often he'll swing round and want me to be on the other side. Good boy, Umo. Is there something scary over there? What are we looking at? He spotted something over there. Shall we go and investigate? Maybe we'll just take advantage of that moment and see what it is. Shall we go and look? What is it you're looking at? Eh? No idea what it is. There's nothing there that wasn't there a minute ago. You are a funny old horse. So I think we will do our straight lines and circles. We'll maybe save that for the next video. And right now I'm just going to take this off and see what he's looking at over there. If he decides he wants to go and check it out. And if he decides he wants to stay here, we can try a few of those changes of eye. Same as we were just doing, but now without the rope on. So let's see what we're doing. There we go. So if we go hindquarters, there we go, and front quarters, that's it, and go back on the other side. Good boy. There's a good boy. And then this is the tricky one. Can we change back to the other side? Right, we might have to do this slightly in 2 stages of hindquarters and then front quarters and then back round the other way. Good boy. Good boy. Now we would like to change back already. Let's just see if we can do 1 circle first. I'm just asking him to come around. There we go. Hindquarters. Good boy. I'm going to have a little pause because that's quite a nice relaxation from him. There we go. Good boy. And we'll maybe let him stop on that. Excuse me. Good boy. So now he's slightly chosen the right side. Hey. But that's good if he lets me walk in on the left. You're going to let me walk in on the right. Good boy. And of course we can also change the eyes from behind. That he can see me on that side. And then he can see me on that side. And that he doesn't get so stressed anymore about me passing through that space behind him where he can't see me for a minute. How far or further back he can see. You're looking very serious there, Umo. It's a good boy. Huh? And that's nice, because there was a moment there when I was trying to change onto his difficult side and the gate was open and he could have gone off, but he decided to stay, so that was nice. So I think we'll leave it at that today, see if he wants to come in and have a little hug. You coming, Umo? Such a camera hogger. You like the camera, don't you? Come on. Come on, Ooms. Come on. Past whatever it was he spotted here that was quite spooky from out there. Because he's got his history, and some people might say he's got crossed cables, whatever it is. I do as much as I can, let him have his own free will to make choices, within reason of what's safe, of course. So that when I can, I always have the gates open that he can choose to leave. There he goes. So it's not a thing of letting the horse do whatever he wants. You know, I could go and get him again if I felt I need to do something else to finish that session off. But as I was finished and he was going to come in and maybe just have a little brush before we put him out again, it's fine. You know, I think I'm quite happy to leave him. Look, now he's out there scratching on Morisco. So anyway, that's what me and Umo were doing. Very basic little things, playing around. Really basic exercise, but things that are always useful to check out, and that for a lot of horses aren't such a big deal. But with a horse like him, it's these very simple basic things have to be in place and be very solid and dependable before we would ever think about being able to get on or do anything else. So thank you very much for joining us today. Keep on tuning into the light, and I look forward to seeing you next time.